I'm Dick Dowin. This week we've got stranded astronauts, Kanye and Elon fight for best living Nazi, and it turns out J.D. Vance is still alive. It's Thursday night, and you're just in time for the Dick Down. All right, it's time for me to give you headlines. I'm going to give you headlines. A 311-year-old violin was sold for over $11 million, which is crazy because 311 years old is the average age in Congress, and $11 million is the average annual income from insider trading for congressmen. Fabric and craft store Joann is bankrupt and has decided to close over half their 800 stores. This news has devastated both grandmas and hipsters who made knitting their entire personality. NASA claimed it will soon bring back 2 astronauts stuck in space since June. Before they come back, I feel like someone should tell them what's going on down here. Maybe they don't want to come back. I hope you enjoyed me giving you No, that felt good coming out, but headlines. Okay, let's get weird. Here's some stories so bizarre, you're bound to say, that is strange Dick. Are you purposely leaving out the comma between strange and Dick? Kanye West was dropped by his talent agent after he said he's a Nazi. I'm sorry, but he couldn't be one. They'd never let him join. He just doesn't have a fashion sense. Look, they were awful human beings, but they knew how to dress. I want to give Kanye some advice. Kanye, if your goal is to upset Jews, you're failing. If you want to upset Jews, you need to tell my grandma you're going to college for acting. Researchers said that in the last 8 years, the amount of microplastics in human brains increased by almost 50%, and that over the same 8 years, there has been a 50% increase of people who watch Love Island. They say our brain mass is now 0.5% plastic, meaning that we've only got 99.5% left until we can be on Love Island. Higher levels were found in people with dementia, so make sure to stop any elderly people you see chewing on plastic bottles. Let's move on to some athletics. I love sliding Dick into as many places as I can. Donald Trump, guy whose farts smell like Elon Musk's hand, became the first president to watch a Super Bowl in person and the first president to leave a Super Bowl early because he was sleeping. Some people are claiming that when Trump was introduced, Fox replaced the real audio with a clap track to make Trump happy. What a waste of time. Trump's not going to remember anyway. Bill Belichick, inventor of the scowl and newly hired head coach of the University of North Carolina, brought his new girlfriend to the Super Bowl. I mean, new as in she's fresh from the assembly line. They have a big age difference. She's Gen Z and he's a general from the Civil War. Maybe he'll get her a job to translate college student for him. He'll ask, honey, why do the guys keep saying I'm going to eat that gyat? I can't look at this picture anymore. It's giving Ohio. Now for some politics. Oof, I love putting Dick in places. Buddy Carter, Georgia rep and guy who learned to smile from Mr. Beast, made a bill to rename Greenland Red, White, and Blue Land. Look, buddy, I get it. You want Trump to love you, but even Eric could tell you that's not how you're going to get him to love you. And Trump hates Eric. If you want Trump to love you, just send him 2 underage Russian women with full bladders. Elon Musk's Doge, the government agency whose least embarrassing aspect is being named after a meme, had a flurry of activity this week, including stopping U.S. aid from sending money overseas to fight pandemics, offering buyouts to non-essential federal employees, and infiltrating the Treasury Department to steal your social security number, and a bunch of other stupid stuff. All of this has been run through a team of Elon's most elite incels, including Marco Velez, who is at 25 the oldest member. Or he was the oldest member, until he suddenly resigned because his racist tweets were exposed. Which must have made Elon go, why are you resigning for racist tweets? Those are why I hired you. Some of the tweets included, normalize Indian hate, and you could not pay me to marry outside of my ethnicity, which is crazy for Marco to say because he's definitely going to be the one paying someone to marry him. And then, in an episode of Never Marry a Politician, Vice President J.D. Vance, who it turns out is still alive, came out and said he should be rehired. J.D. Vance is married to the daughter of Indian immigrants. J.D. Vance's kids are half Indian. I feel like JD might need some rough dick right now, so it's time to give out this week's Dick Burns. One time, JD Vance told his 7-year-old daughter to shut the hell up about Pikachu. I get why Pokemon appeals to her. On the TV show, Ash, the main character's dad, is dead. JD calls them Pokemon, JD, they're Pokemon, not Pokemon, okay? JD, Pokemon is what you do when you hang out with Lindsey Graham. By the way, JD stands for Judeffery Dongs Liquor. You know that JD's the kind of racist that farts in public just so he can point at his wife and shout, "She's Indian, it's curry, she smells like curry." JD definitely brings his family to see Blue Man Group and spends the entire time pointing at the Blue Men going, "Which one of them is Krishna?" JD Vance without a beard looks like both a 6-year-old kid and the 6-year-old kid's PDF file. JD Vance without a beard looks like he's about to say, "Let's be bad and go to Golden Corral." JD Vance with a beard looks like JD Vance with his wife. Alright, I hope that felt as good for JD as it did for me. Back to Mark. So it came out just today that he and the other members of Doge were able to get data on all of the USA's payments. This was something that was approved. Now, Doge was supposed to just have read-only access to your files, but instead, they got read and write access. That means they can make changes, but Elon has promised that they haven't made any change. But can you trust Elon? I mean, he tells people this is a truck. I'm going to end this right here because I'm pissed off. And if you're not pissed off, then I don't know what's going to make you pissed off. And if you are pissed off, can you please comment and tell me what I should do? Because I don't know what to do with all this piss. I hope you enjoyed the Dick Down.